Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4. Oh, do you want to, do you have your gong? Oh, sorry, are you ready? You're later on. No, I was thinking that she's not ready to start. She can fun. You still have time. That's why I might want to hit. I mean, I'm willing to wait. I can not do anything. I just thought you might want to hit your bowl before we get started.
The ball, Amy?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just being
My bad.
a jerk.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody. I am Amy Berube. I am a member at large on the board of directors. So I welcome you all this morning to our worship service. And we have a lot going on today. I have 2 pages here. So first thing, join us today following the service in the Grow Tower room, which is through that door right there. There's a bi-weekly conversation about different themes that are going on in services. And there'll be coffee in there if you'd like some. If you want to have a snack first, you can go in Fellowship Hall, which is through the doors that are this way. There is food for sale. There are cookies. You can go buy a snack. And then if you want to go to the Grow Towers room for the thematic conversations after, then you can do that. So there will be coffee there. And then, so this one, I lied. This one is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday 12th at 7, there is a town hall that's happening to discuss, solicit feedback about Odahanaway. Sorry. The campus redevelopment project. So if you would like more information, you'd like to know for an update, or if you have advice to give, then there is a Zoom meeting at 7 tomorrow. So if you need the information, they're gonna give you information about the site plan that was done, the proposed detailed site plan, and that will be submitted to the City of Ottawa. So this is consultation giving you information, and the Zoom connection information is available in the UU, which you got on Friday, or on the affordable housing page on the FirstU website. And which is under the What's Happening page on the website. The site copies of the site plan materials are also available there as well, so you can make yourself a copy. So again, that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you want to know more about campus redevelopment, then I recommend you go to that meeting. Back to today. So today, Justice and Equality Action Group is meeting in that room over there to discuss social justice initiatives, answer questions, and allow people to network. Because they'd like to tell you about what they're doing. And again, it's in that room there. So again, you can get a coffee. I don't think they'll have coffee. You're welcome, but you can go get a coffee and you can go over there after the service. So there's something over there and there's something over there. It's at 12:15, sorry. So the one in there is right after service. That one's at 12:15. Oh my gosh, is this confusing or what, right? Finally, the Go-Go Grannies, you probably saw them when you drove up, are doing their amazing plant sale to support the Steve Lewis Foundation. They have jam, they have perennials and annuals. They've got tons of stuff, and it's all in support of HIV/AIDS in Africa and the Steve Lewis Foundation. The situation in Africa right at the moment is troubling because of the USA has cut USA aid to Africa. So your support right now is needed, and you get to leave with some amazing plants and jams and other food, I'm sure. So thank you so much for everyone who's been doing that, and that will be there after service. Now, I'm finished. Thank you for listening to me ramble. And Eva Behringer has an announcement from the refugee support team. Thanks.
Thanks, Amy, and good morning, everyone. We don't often do this kind of appeal, but the FirstU refugee team is seeking your help. The board has recently, and I can't read my notes with my glasses on, the board has recently approved, conditional upon funding, the sponsorship of a young man from Afghanistan, whose name is Kandega Kamiri. Kandega helped his aunt, who suffered extreme abuse from the Taliban, escape to Tajikistan, which is where they are both currently located. His aunt's case received international attention, and the good news is that they have found a sponsor for her, and she will be coming to Canada. The bad news is that her nephew, Kandega, who helped her escape to Tajikistan, will be at severe risk once his aunt leaves Tajikistan. So the expectation is that he will likely be returned to Afghanistan, where he will be targeted by the Taliban, risking imprisonment, torture, and possibly even death. We understand that a sponsorship application might actually help him and prevent him from being sent back to Afghanistan. But we need to submit the sponsorship application as soon as we can, and to do that, we need to have the required funding in our bank account, and that's about $13,000. So we have got about $3,000 of that lined up already, but we need your help if you can to help support this application. So I'm going to be at the back of the church, the fellowship hall after the service. You can speak to me. You can make a donation by check or by e-transfer. Just make clear that it's for refugee sponsorship. And there is a Mother's Day bonus. The first $1,000 of donations received or pledged by the end of today will be matched by a member of the FirstU refugee team. So as I say, having dealt with a number of refugee applications, this is the first one where there has been this real urgency to it. And I know we've been generous with refugee support in the work in the past, and we actually see it, I think, as part of our identity as our refugee work. So I look forward to your generosity, and as I say, I'll be at the back after the service if you have any questions, and you can also talk to Peter Dushinsky, who's here today and a member of our team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eva. Amy. Bonjour tout le monde. And happy Mother's Day. How many mothers do we have here? I shouldn't raise my hand for that. Happy Mother's Day, each and every one of you. Welcome everyone to the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa, whether you are here in Worship Hall or watching from wherever you may be, know that you are welcome among us. I'm the Reverend Eric Meter, this congregation's lead minister.
And I'm Chris, your worship associate this morning. We acknowledge that our FirstU campus is located on traditional, unsurrendered, and unceded Algonquin Anishinaabe territory, and the work of reconciliation is the responsibility of our congregation and of all Canadians. Our goal is to educate ourselves and all those who have the willingness to understand, to be of service to those who are at risk, and to advocate for justice. Let's join our voices in song. Please rise in body or spirit as the house band leads us in singing "Thank You, Mother." The lyrics will also be on the screen above.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa Sharp, and I'm one of the coordinators of the house band, along with Mariella. And we're going to do a fun song now called Thank You, Mother, and we wanted to thank all of our mothers, but we also, you'll see that the lyrics will be up here, and that really we're also thanking Mother Earth with this song. And there's going to be, at the end, the very last part is going to be a chance to do something actionable. That means you can move your body with this song. And so it actually says in the lyrics, "Thank you, won't you spin me around?" And we're asking everybody to turn around in a circle when we sing those words. Okay, so get ready and have fun, kid.
We should do this. We should practice and do it all, the three of us together.
Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for the earth that is your body. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for the air that is your sweet breath. Thank you, Mother, for the air that is your sweet breath. Thank you, Mother, for the air that is your sweet breath. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for the fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for the fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for the fire of your spirit. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for the water of your sacred pool. Thank you, Mother, for the water of your sacred pool. Thank you, Mother, for the water of your sacred pool. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, won't you spin me around? Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, won't you spin me around? Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, won't you spin me around? Thank you, sky. Thank you, ground. Thank you, Mother, won't you spin me around? Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love. Thank you, Mother, for your love.
Woo! Good job!
Thank you, house band, for your song. I I hope that everyone will take advantage of online opportunities at FirstU to stay in touch. If you're new to FirstU and would like to learn more about us, please contact us through our email at welcome@firstunitarianottawa.ca. And if you're right here in Worship Hall this morning and would like more info, it's available at the welcome table at the back of the pews. Jane is waving in the red sweater. We encourage you to sign up to receive the EUU, our weekly email newsletter. Sign-up info is available on the website under our EUU weekly newsletter tab. And you can access the EUU on the website by using the QR code on the back of your programs. Check our Facebook and Instagram pages and our website for notices and updates. Our calendar continues to be as full as ever, though some of our activities take place online still. This morning, each of us is welcome. We of any heritage or faith, whatever our burdens, of any culture or race, of any gender or orientation, in any body, all that we are. Today, we are all part of this spiritual community.
I was reminded this morning that we often do our chalice lightings by committee. This is the best committee I know of. To begin our morning's reflection on Mother's Day and the meaning of it, we light our chalice. We have lit our chalice this morning by these words from Suzelle Lynch. Our community, this hall, is filled with beauty. When you open the door to greet me or anyone, that's where the beauty begins. When you share with me or anyone what's important to you, beauty is there as I listen. When we join hands to practice compassion, beauty's heart blooms like a flower. When we teach or learn or work for justice, beauty's abounding sparks joy in all of us. Our chalice is lit for this beauty, the beauty we seek, the beauty we share, the beauty we nurture together. Our chalice is lit, well lit, I might add. Come, let us worship together as we sing our chalice song. Before Susie comes forward to share another Mother Earth song with you, I want to say that Pat and our house band are playing today, one, because we asked them to, and also so that we could give our regular music director, Jen Bernstein, a real Mother's Day at home. Susie, please come forward.
Good morning. So now that your voices are all warmed up, I would love some helpers and some young helpers to come and help me sing this song. It's a familiar tune, so I'd love if everybody could help sing it, and it's to the tune of Alouette. So, all right. So I just have a question. There's a few actions in this song. So the first one I figured out is Mother Earth will be like this. The other one is Deep Blue Seas. What do you think the action should be for Deep Blue Seas? This? Okay. What about forest trees? What action should we use? Okay. Well, the next one's Mountain Peak. So what do you think Mountain Peak should be? This? And what about forest trees? More like that. Okay. I think we got it. All right. All right. Mother Earth, I love you, Mother Earth. Oh, Oh, Mother Earth, how I love you. How I love your deep blue seas. How I love your deep blue seas. Deep blue seas. Mother Earth. Ooh, Mother Earth, I love you, Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, how I love you. How I love your forest trees. How I love your forest trees. Forest trees. Deep blue seas. Mother Earth. Ooh, Mother Earth, I love you, Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, how I love you. How I love your mountain peaks. Mountain peaks. Mountain peaks. Forest trees. Deep blue seas. Mother Earth. Ooh, Mother Earth, I love you, Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, how I love you. Mother Earth, I love you, Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, how I love you. All right, and happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Thank you, Susie. Let us sing our young ones out to the rest of their days, the fun that they are about to have. Each week we pause in our time together in recognition of the joys and sorrows in our lives and across the globe. We honor our celebrations and challenges by placing stones in bowls of water, and as the ripples extend outward, we imagine them continuing out beyond the small bowls, out through and past our pews, out into the larger community of all. A stone for Barbara, who was rightly worried about the continuing medical issues her son is facing. And a stone for Dory, who learned this morning that her brother Samuel died last night. And a stone, I hope I can convey this clearly. It's a little complicated. You may remember several weeks ago a young adult by the name of Alex representing Eco-Justice who had taken Ontario, our province, to court. They got a good ruling at the Canadian Supreme Court that actually the Ontario Superior Court needs to adjudicate their case. This is a step forward, and the case is where it should be. Thank you, Mike, for making sure we included that. And a last stone of pure delight. Do we have the slide? Young Nico was born to Allie and Mark this week. Absolutely darling, isn't he? Okay, you can take the slide down now, because if you leave it up, no one's ever going to listen to me ever again. but it is an unmitigated joy. Against this varied background, we live our lives. If you would care to, please come forward now to honor your own joys and sorrows, your challenges, by placing a stone or stones into the water before us. The second to the last stone was a stone of gratitude for all that mothers have given and continue to give us. And that last stone, as always, represents all that remains in the silent sanctuary of our hearts. Carrying cards for Nico and Barbara are at the back of the hall for us to sign. Dory, if you'd like a call or card, check the table or let me know after the service. Even if you don't yet know these people, signing your name to a caring card is a way for us to extend our care on behalf of those who have given so much of their hearts to the vitality of this faith community. Let us move now into a time of stillness following a reflection for the day offered by Chris. Afterwards, after several moments of stillness, Pat will bring us back together through the gift of music. Chris?
We come together today in praise and thanksgiving for the gift of life itself. Someone gave birth to us, and some of us have given birth. All of us have been mothered in our time. All of us have mothered. Let our time today be one of recognition, that we arrive from so many places, joy and delight, wistfulness and longing and worry, unmet needs and unfulfilled dreams, loss and sorrow, loss and emptiness, loss and regret. All that life is made of, mothers are made of too. Today we sing the songs of so many. Mothers who are single parents, foster parents, mothers who relinquish their young out of necessity, mothers who found their hearts in adoption, mothers who left their children in 1,000 ways, mothers who rejoice, and mothers who mourn. We sing the songs of the grandmother, the auntie, the classroom teacher, the Sunday school teacher, the babysitter, the neighbor with endless cookies and time. There is a kind of love we cannot live without. It is never too late, no matter our age or situation. We sing a song of gratitude for all the moments of being known, being cherished, being found. And those words were by Mary Harrington.
There is more love somewhere. Yes, there is, Pat. Thank you. As Chris shared and Mary Harrington wrote, there is a kind of love we cannot live without. It is never too late, no matter our age or situation. We sing a song of gratitude for all the moments of being known, being cherished, being found. I will talk a bit more about Mary in just a little bit, but first, Mother's Day cards, roses, other flowers, chocolates, dinners out, children bringing their mother's breakfast in bed. So what if the toast is burnt? Mother's Day, in all of its fitting and appropriate and imperfect glory. Only it wasn't always that way. According to the historian Heather Cox Richardson, she writes, if you Google the history of Mother's Day, the internet will tell you that Mother's Day began in 1908 when Anna Jarvis decided to honor her mother. But Mother's Day, with the apostrophe not in the singular spot, but in the plural after the S, actually started in the 1870s when the sheer enormity of the death caused by the U.S. Civil War convinced women in the United States that women must take control of politics from the men who had permitted such carnage. Heather Cox Richardson concludes, Mother's Day was not designed to encourage people to be nice to their mothers. It was part of women's effort to gain power to change modern society. And doing my own Google search, I learned that International Mother's Day became an official holiday here in Canada in 1915, before women could vote here. In Manitoba in January of 1916, and then in Saskatchewan that following March, and then Alberta in April, followed by Ontario a year later, and Quebec gave women the right to vote as late as 1940. Women's Day, in all of its guises, has undergone a significant evolution. I don't know what the day will become in time, though Hallmark's claim seems hard to break these days. And those of you who may have heard me talk about myself as Reverend Hallmark, when I say things of completely obvious platitude, I also want to say that I've met and gotten to know some people who actually work writing Hallmark cards. These are good people. I do not want to disparage them. Or the Mother's Day industrial complex. What I know is that I loved my own mother, Emily Ainsworth Custer Meter, dearly, and I miss her every day. She died in December of 2009 and was just shy of her 75th birthday. She was looking forward to it. My mom always wanted things to look forward to, and so we held her memorial service the weekend before she would have turned 75, and we had a birthday cake for her. And while I seem to move and to have friends who continually didn't have children, I finally had friends that did, and watching them realized even deeper than I had before what a gift of thanks I owed my mother. And I was able to say thank you from the bottom of my heart before she died. And her response, she looked at me sort of quizzically saying, "Of course, I knew what I was getting into. Relax." So with that as prelude, I want to talk a bit about Mother's Day and love. These will be imperfect remarks. There's no way to encapsulate all of this. And I want to start by talking about Mary Harrington, author of the reading Chris shared with us. Mary was in my class in seminary. She was married to a guy named Marty. Mary and Marty had 2 children, Julia and Sam. Sam is now a colleague of mine and an extremely fine one. I may have mentioned this to you before, but Mary preached in preaching class the best sermon I've ever heard. It was titled something like, Still Being Wildly in Love. And before the rest of us gathered, Mary had set up an altar of sorts with dozens of candles. And at the start of her sermon, she told us about still being wildly in love with a former coworker. And those of us in the class kind of were nervous because we knew her husband, we knew her kids. The coworker was a gay man who she fell wildly in love with. This was a platonic love, but it was love all the same. And so Mary asked us, those who would wish to come forward and light one of the candles she had set out, to light a candle for those we were still wildly, madly in love with. And I learned something that day. Yes, I left a love back in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, who I'd hoped would join me, but Chris didn't. And that turned out to be just fine. But I understood that love is so much more than my parents' model or the lustful scenes I had seen on television and wanted to be a part of. Love was more than the love I have for my brother, who in many ways, the love I have for my brother Glenn is deeper than my profound love of my wife Anne, who I love wholly, and I don't feel whole unless we're together. Mary opened my eyes for new ways of seeing things, that love, I needed to realize, was expansive rather than contractual or thin. Mary went on to minister in New England, and she died. We graduated in '95. Mary died of ALS in October of 2010. She lived in rural Maine her last years, and I'd like to read you an excerpt of her last post in her online journal. This from October 24th, 2010, 2 days before she died. She writes, in a post titled Loose Ends, she writes, "Nothing ever really ends. I see this in the marsh where things certainly change, but they don't stop. The colors provide a continuing lesson in how the color green, for example, can become greener or greenish or green-like or sort of green, depending on the day, the season, and the light. Right now, this is especially true of the browns, the umbers, khakis, caramels, the military camouflage abound. There is no one true brown when you look out the window. Instead, there are many, many, many variations. This is why," she continues, "I rest my eyes on the marsh. The slow, languorous, drawn-out days fill me with a little bit of peace and solace. Sometimes there's the excitement of a storm or an astronomical tide. These really get my attention. Mostly I attune myself with what is easy, swimming or in flight, or the way the current carries the water in and out with such deftness. My hope is that I too will sail off on such a gentle, peaceful current as my friends the geese and duck do, leaving behind whatever loose ends my little ducky toes didn't have time to complete, but knowing that my people will come with me in my heart." She titled, I should add, her blog was titled Duck Toes. So when she talks about her little ducky toes, that's what she's talking about. There are many forms of love. In an email I sent after news of little Nico's death, I sent to Mark and Allie, I closed by saying, I want to say with love, but that could be misconstrued. I could say friendly love or brotherly love, but those aren't exactly it either. With ministerial love sounds ridiculous and formal, so I'll just say, with my love, enjoy, Eric. I mentioned before, and this is something ministers like to keep secret, and maybe should, but I'm not that wise. I want to talk about, just for a moment, the love I have for you, the people I serve. Certainly, I know more of you much better than I do others. There is a collective love, but there's also a personal love. I want the best for you, especially when I don't know what that exactly means, but I want you to find it. I may have mentioned, probably on the morning before we had our installation celebration a couple of Octobers ago, that a senior colleague once said, no, Eric, the people we serve will never know how much we love them, and they probably shouldn't. Because if you know how much I love you, that might get in the way of us doing work and being angry at each other appropriately at some time. Let me tell you, I loved Mary Harrington, and when she was rightfully angry at me, she let me know. So, thinking of Mark and Allie, I rediscovered a poem that I had first shared with a congregation I served 20 years before. And it's interesting, after a period of time, you notice different things in the written word. This is Bathing the Newborn by Sharon Olds, who writes, I love with an almost fearful love to remember the first baths I gave him, our second child, our first son. I laid the little torso along my left forearm, nape of the neck in the crook of my elbow, hips nearly as small as the least turn's hips against my wrist. Thigh held loosely in the loop of thumb and forefinger, the sign that means exactly right. I'd soap him the long violet cold feet, the scrotum wrinkled as a waved whelk shell, so new it was flexible yet, the chest, the hands, the clavicles, the throat, the gummy furs of his scalp. When I got him too soapy, he'd slide in my grip like an armful of buttered noodles. But I'd hold him not too tight. I felt that I was good for him. I'd tell him about his wonderful body and the wonderful soap, and he'd look up at me, 1 week old, his eyes still wide and apprehensive. I love that time when you croon and croon to them, and you can see the calm slowly entering them. You can sense it in your clasping hand, the little spine relaxing against the muscle of your forearm. You feel the fear leaving their bodies. He lay in the blue oval plastic baby tub and looked at me in wonder and began to move his silky limbs at will in the water. I hope you will join me in offering thanks to those who have held us along the length of their forearms and those who hold us there still. And to those who hold us just that way still, either metaphorically or in literal form. Let us remember those moments when your own backbone relaxed, when fear began to give way to trust, when we delighted in the experience of simply being who and what we were. This Mother's Day, let us remember that all of us can hold others, yes, still, along our forearms. All of us can help others relax into the moment. With thanks that in our arms some still may find trust enough to relax and move about in this wild, wondrous, troubled beauty of a world. For all the mothering, to all the mothers, our everlasting thanks. So may it be. Amen.
Our next song is a Buffalo Springfield song called For What It's Worth. This became famous during the Vietnam War, when times were very troubled and people really questioned what was going on with the government. And somehow it seemed appropriate for us to sing to you today.
Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. He's telling me I've got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep. Into your life it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, men come and take you away. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're on right after we call the invitation.
Thank you so much, house band. Will the ushers please start passing the baskets? This congregation has a long history of care, vitality, and bringing people together to move the arc of justice forward. We've been able to live into our hopes and dreams because of the generosity of those within and beyond our community. Whether you are here in Worship Hall today or watching online or at a different time even, you are part of this community. We rely on one another to keep this congregation vital and resilient. If you have any questions about how you can give, please go to our website or contact our finance manager to find out how to make a donation or to keep up with your pledge. Also, those in Worship Hall can use that QR code on the back of the order of service to make an online donation. Our gifts are freely given and gratefully received. We dedicate these gifts to the work of this community of faith, serving human wholeness, caring for the planet, upholding religious freedom, and welcoming the stranger, and loving one another. Now we'll sing together once more. The house band will lead us in singing, Sing Now. The words will be up on the screen. Please rise in body or spirit.
So our next song, as Chris said, is Sing by Jack Cormier. It's going to feature Alexis McKenzie on the violin and Pat McDonald on the piano. At the very end, we'll be doing a round back and forth singing, and Sing When Tomorrow Has Come. So this half of the room should follow Guy, and that half of the room should follow Lisa, and you guys will begin. And just watch what Lisa's doing, and you guys watch Guy's doing, and you'll know what to do.
Wait, can you pause? I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay. Anybody have a joke?
In the meantime, I can make a quick announcement. If anybody is interested in joining the house band, we are a pickup band. That means anybody can join at any time. And if you want, you can join just for one event that we do. And we will be doing a couple of Sundays during July, I believe. And we perform at certain Sunday services, and we rehearse on the Saturday before, like yesterday, and we rehearse the morning of. So it's really easy. It's not a big commitment. If you play an instrument or if you like to sing, you're very welcome to join us.
Are we ready, Julia?
Oh, no. What's going on? There's something wrong with the tech. That's all. It's saying,
Volunteer room, there are scissors. Volunteer room, there are scissors. The long one, which I've harvested immensely this week, is sort of mustardly arugula-like. And then there's basil and coriander.
Yeah, there's also,
We're live!
great. There's also paper bags in there. If you need a bag to put your greens in, there's paper bags. So feel free to use them.
Okay, do we have words?
Yay!
We have words!
Okay, great.
All right, so we hope you'll join us. It's a great song.
Winter has passed, fields have turned brown, the promise of spring lies still in the ground. We remember the faces, we remember the hands that reached out to welcome us back to the land. Sing now, sing everyone, we rise with the morning and welcome the sun. Sing now, 'cause this day is done, and sing when tomorrow has come. Sing when tomorrow has come. There's a feeling of home in the places we know, the places we don't, we've still yet to go. And as long as we're moving this journey, Sing when tomorrow has come. Melody falls through the magic of strings, to the rhythm of words that a memory brings. But you make it lift up into the sky. Let's sing it once more before we say goodnight. Sing now, sing everyone. We rise with the morning and welcome the sun. Sing now, as this day is done, and sing when tomorrow has come. And sing when tomorrow has come. Sing now, sing everyone. We rise with the morning and welcome the sun. Sing now, as this day is done, and sing when tomorrow has come. Sing when tomorrow has come.
Sing when tomorrow has come.
Sing when tomorrow has come.
When tomorrow has
Sing when tomorrow has
Sing when
come.
tomorrow has
Sing when tomorrow has come. Not bad, not bad.
Great job.
Don't go anywhere. Spirit of life is coming.
Thank you, house band. We've mentioned the grow towers. Yes, they are, especially the first one, ready for harvesting. Before we begin to close this time of worship and reflection, remember that in the same room as the grow towers is our grocery support program, and food and household items are available there for anyone who would wish some. A reminder that our after-service discussion will take place in that room, and that Mia's Induin Cuisine will be offering lunch for sale after the service. And yes, I think we heard chocolate for sale also. Whoop, where's my prop? These green mugs symbolize wanting good conversation. So if you want a good conversation, pick one up as you go into the fellowship hall for coffee hour. And if you see someone and want a good conversation, go up and ask them who they are and what brought them here this morning. As we prepare now to extinguish our chalice, let these words by Philip Randall Giles be our guide. When we lift our hearts in gratitude for the gift of life and praise the faithfulness of those who went before and set such a pattern of excellence. For parents whose love wrought better than they knew, for teachers whose faith in us was a blessing beyond measure, for friends whose uncalculating acceptance remains an evergreen memory, for those challenges have stirred us to new resolve and occasionally new heights. For all these known to us and the host of unknowns of those whose trust we are at the beneficiaries of, we raise the ancient toast from the Jewish tradition, L'chaim, to life. May we find in these moments together a blessing of peace and renewal, that we may return to the daily round with the calmness and strength adequate for our need. Alexis, I heard a rumor that you're going to lead us in Spirit of Life. Please bless us once again.
Spirit of life, come unto
as now we return to the challenge and the joy of helping the world even more to come alive in love. Let us go forward with love in our hearts, sowing seeds of justice from our fingers, and in doing so, find that our feet are planted with peace upon the earth. Go in peace, my friends. Go in peace.